anything change in the sixth?
I mean, I don't think it was really approach-wise. I went back and looked at the pitches. Kind of came out of my mechanics a little bit. Similar situation to Kansas City where I feel like I just try to do a little bit too much. When I go back and look at my mentality, just trying to force the ball in places instead of, just keep throwing it. I think all 4 hits were shot the other way, which, they're going to do that. That's just a pretty good approach. 2 of them were executed pretty well. Simmons did a great job, but the Listella one obviously was a little bit higher than I wanted it. And then the Fletcher one, obviously I was trying to go in and just yanked it. But overall, Ohtani, I think I got the result I wanted, and unfortunately he just hit it the other way instead of pulling it. But, overall all night the defense played really good and took away probably some hits. And then, they're in the 6th inning, they just found some holes.
How'd you feel early on? You're the first pitcher to strike them out, strike out the side all season, I guess.
Yeah. We talked a little bit in the pregame about, how much they don't really swing and miss. And, early on they had a really aggressive mentality. That first inning, I think 7 pitches. 2 of the guys swung at the first pitch. I don't know if they just kind of slowed down a little bit and tried to make me work a little bit harder, but allowed me to get into some 2-strike counts and some 0-2, 1-2, and not just 2-2 counts. But it's just about executing pitches. I don't know that it's anything special I was doing. I think my stuff has felt really good and my mechanics have felt really good, and I think the mechanical adjustment I made in Toronto has allowed my breaking stuff to be a little bit better the last couple starts. And unfortunately, that's probably what happened in the 6th inning was I just wasn't quite as mechanically sound and walked the 8-hole hitter and started that inning off less than ideal.
Your slider's been a good pitch for you for most of the season. It's been a constant. How was it today, and was that kind of consistent with all throughout the 6 innings?
Yeah, overall it was pretty good. Even there in the 6th inning, the first pitch to Simmons, he was way out front and threw a good one. I don't know if I sit here and think that I should have thrown it more, because all the fastballs that they hit were the other way. So something like a slider, they catch it out front and are going to pull that ball a little bit harder. But I think my changeup being better has made that a better pitch, but also, the mechanical adjustment I was able to make, I believe, keeps me on the ball a little bit longer and allows that pitch to be a little bit more effective.
Did you get a chance to see the Buxton's throw? And
I was watching on TV. I thought when the ball kind of jumped on him there on the bounce that there was no chance, and then just the perfect throw to Garv was, obviously it saved the game, but you were definitely worried about Garv. He's been one of our better players all year and really consistent behind the plate, and hopefully everything comes back negative and he's fine.